Hey everyone, welcome back to another lesson on the IELTS Academic Writing Section Task 2. For this lesson, we're going to learn how to structure our answers for this task. Once we learn how to do this, it will be easier to write out your essay. So let's get right down to it. Now, when we're practicing writing this task, or even during the exam for that matter, we should try and keep the assessment criteria in the back of our minds. So let's just quickly go through that, beginning with task response. For task response, you need to keep the following in mind and/or ask yourself, have I addressed all parts of the task sufficiently? And have I presented a well-developed response to the question with relevant, extended, and supporting ideas? On to cohesion and coherence. Keep the following questions in mind. Are my ideas and the information I have provided sequenced logically? Have I managed all aspects of cohesion well? And have I used paragraphing sufficiently and appropriately? Going on to lexical resource, you need to try and make sure that you use a wide range of vocabulary fluently and flexibly in order to convey precise meanings, skillfully use uncommon lexical items, and produce minimal spelling errors or mistakes with word formation. And last but not least, try to use a wide range of structures, ensure the majority of sentences are error-free, and make sure only very occasional errors occur. Right, now that we got that out of the way, let's move on to structuring our answers. As we saw in the last lesson, we know that there are 5 main question types that we could face for this task. Each question type follows almost the same structure, but it also kind of varies a little bit too. When it comes to questions where you have to discuss both views and give your opinion, a structure you could follow is a 5-paragraph essay, where the paragraphs are as follows. First paragraph would be your introduction. This will briefly describe both sides of the issue and your position. The second paragraph would be body paragraph number 1, where you have one view. Third paragraph would be body paragraph 2, where you present the other view. Then you will have paragraph 4, which is your opinion. Now this could be clubbed in with the concluding paragraph as well. The 5th paragraph, as we know, is the conclusion, where you will review the 2 sides and again reinforce your opinion. For agree and disagree question types, you can have around 4 to 5 paragraphs and you can structure it like this. The first paragraph is your introduction, where you can state the extent to which you agree or disagree with the prompt. Now, paragraphs 2 and 3 are your body paragraphs, where you will explain why you agree or disagree. So body paragraph 1 could be reason why you agree or disagree. Second body paragraph will be another reason why you agree or disagree. Now, the 4th paragraph will be a concession paragraph, where you give your reason why you don't agree or disagree with this prompt. Now, this could be also added in your conclusion. So if you're doing a 5-paragraph essay, your conclusion will be your final paragraph, where you should review and reinforce your extent of agreement or disagreement. Now, when it comes to advantage and disadvantage question types, the structure could be of this sort. First of all, the introduction, where you can either add more advantages or disadvantages depending on the question, but mostly you'll be adding some sort of general points. You could also just write a paragraph that summarizes the advantages and disadvantages. Depending on what the question asks you, you can arrange your points accordingly. Here's an example of how you can structure it. The second paragraph would be body paragraph 1, which would be presenting the advantages. Third paragraph would be body paragraph number 2, which is presenting the disadvantages. And then your final paragraph, which is your conclusion, where you will review the main ideas presented in your body paragraphs. So, what about problem and solution question types? Check out the structure here. Your first paragraph, again, will be the introduction, where you could briefly describe both the cause and/or causes and the proposed solution and/or solutions, depending on the question you're asked. Your second paragraph will be the reason why it is so, where you're exploring the cause and solution in greater depth. You can break this down further into, for example, reasons for this and/or solutions for this. And then your final paragraph, again, will be your conclusion, where you will give your final thoughts on the problem, its causes, and the way it could be solved. Now, when it comes to 2-part question types, you can structure your answers like this. Your first paragraph, again, being the introduction, where you briefly answer both questions. Paragraphs 2 and 3 will be your body paragraphs. One paragraph that answers one question and the other will answer the other question. All right, and then you have the final paragraph, which again is your conclusion, which will review and reinforce the two answers. Whew, that was quite a bit of information to take in, but it will be worth it. What we learned today will only make sense once we practically put it into use. But don't worry, that's exactly what we're going to be doing in the upcoming lessons. But just before that, though, we'll learn some useful vocabulary sentences and phrases for task 2, and we'll be doing just that in the next lesson. See you then.